Welcome to my channel. This channel demonstrates self-love and positivity, and today I'm doing a video for you guys on a update slash review of getting my eyebrows done. They are in a healing phase. Why I got them done, I've been on a journey of like putting a lot more energy into myself and doing things that make me feel more beautiful and more positive. So anyway, I ended up getting my eyebrows done. I got them ombre powdered, and this has been something I've been thinking about for like a few years now. I just didn't know like when I wanted to get them done, but my birthday's coming up and I just felt like why not have like a big change in my life. So I naturally have sparse eyebrows, and I don't think this is, I mean, some people talk about it, but the last like few years it's really been messing up my self-esteem. Started to become like an issue in my life where it affected my day-to-day routines. The struggle of how much we try to fit in like into society, making sure you don't go out looking crazy, right? So that's kind of the gist of what this is like, if I go out and with my sparse eyebrows, like it's perfectly fine. I don't really care how someone feels about it, but it's just a matter of like I have to, that becomes a chore. Like, oh, I gotta wake up and put my eyebrows on, or oh, I gotta do my eyebrows for this look. And so it kind of just got to a point where it was like just draining. Like I don't want to wake up and put eyebrows on you know, like that sounds kind of crazy, but yeah, I don't want to wake up and put eyebrows on, or I don't want to have to make sure that they match and like draw them on. And like it was becoming a little bit too much for me and like my daily routine. And then just with my self-esteem, I just didn't really feel like pretty, you know, like I thought that was like an aspect of me that kept me from looking pretty. And it's just, that's just how I, you know, it like I can't change the fact that that is something that is on my face. Like I have sparse eyebrows, you know, like I've tried to use oils, like definitely natural ways, like oils, and not getting threaded or waxing and like anything that's gonna like cause more tension. So yeah, I just tried going natural for the last like 3 or 4 years and just putting oil on it, and it just wouldn't grow. I'm really happy about how it turned out. They're healing, so I think they'll get lighter, and then I'll have to get a touch up and they'll get darker. But yeah, I just had like, I didn't have the best experience. So I'm gonna try to find someone who can touch them up once they're all healed. That's different from the person that I went to, and it probably was my own fault. Like I ended up going to someone who's fairly new at powdering, and she's black owned. So I thought, just because I have family members that have gone to her for like lashes, but I don't know anyone who's gone to her for eyebrows. So well, I don't know, the customer service was just not really what I prefer. I'm very like, I think sometimes my personality is off-putting for people. It's not normal for a black woman to be awkward and like bubbly and friendly. Like I live in the suburbs, so I feel like it's not off-putting out here, but I think as far as it goes with other areas where there's more black people, which is crazy because I was raised in LA, so it's like I was raised in LA for a portion of my life, but most of my life I've been in the suburbs. So yeah, I feel like my personality was just very off-putting for her. Like I can be very professional, or I can be very personal, and I just felt like I was kind of going back and forth between the two, when I really just wanted to be more personal, because this is big for me. Like I expressed to her like, oh yeah, I've been drawing my eyebrows on for the last like 10 years, you know, and it just didn't really faze her. Like, you know, she was like, oh okay. But I just feel like when you're doing something that's life-changing for you and someone doesn't really take it as seriously, kind of makes you feel like that person's not very passionate about what they do. Because for instance, like I'm a basketball coach, so for me, if I had a girl come to me, like, not only am I a basketball coach, I'm also a mentor. I'm a mentor to teenage girls. So if I had a player come to me about any issue, about like grades or family or not being able to like get the correct shot, right, I'm gonna come with to them with a level of care, because I know that this is something that they're struggling with. This is something that they are struggling with in their life. So I'm gonna come to them with some type of care. I'm not going to just be like, oh, well, that's too bad, or like, oh, okay. Like, they would think that I was very, very insensitive. So personally, I just feel like when you're putting your time and energy into helping someone become a better version of themselves, it's really important to just like have that empathy or have that care. You don't even have to be empathetic, be sympathetic, you know, like I get that, you know, like, well, I'm glad that you're coming to me and that I can help you through this experience, like something of that nature. But I just feel like I didn't really get any of that. Kind of just seemed like maybe I was practice for her, or she just needed the money or whatever the case may be. So I don't have anything against her. I just don't really, like, for my own mental space, I don't really think I should go back because I was very anxious. Overall, I will say, if you have a low pain tolerance, I would not get them done by someone who doesn't have some good products. Essentially, I'm like in love with the shape, and that was another part of the experience that I didn't like. She didn't like the shape that I wanted, so I told her I didn't have any pictures or anything like that, but I wanted her to keep them as natural as possible. And she ended up like getting frustrated at me because I didn't want like a super long tail, because I don't like super long tails. And then yeah, she didn't like the shape. She's like, are you sure you want them looking like that? Are you sure? And then she was like giving like faces and stuff like that, as if like I couldn't see her. So I don't know, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I just feel like maybe I just take certain experiences different. Like, I know that we're all human and we have our own emotions, but I do people's hair, and it was weird being on the other side of things where I'm the client instead of, you know, giving and providing the service. So yeah, it was very, very weird. Sorry, I just saw my old trainer and her children. I've never seen her kids. But yeah, it was really weird being on the other side. However, I will say this, if a customer gives me direction on how they want things, that's how they want things. That's their preference. Like, I'm not going to feel any type of way about what they prefer. Like, I even have clients that are like super picky, and I still give them the benefit of the doubt. It's like, you're wearing this hairstyle, like, this is a fucking tattoo on my face, a semi-permanent tattoo on my face that I'm gonna have for a few years. So you don't think that I would know how I least would want it? Like, even if I showed her pictures, she still would have to get my approval on if I liked how she did it, how she interpreted that picture. So there shouldn't have been faces or anything. Like, if anything, you should have been having more conversation with me so that I felt more comfortable with you giving those faces. Maybe I would have laughed it off, but it's like I would divulge information and then she wouldn't divulge any of hers, or she would just keep her cards close. And I get it, people do that, but like I said, this is an experience. Like, if you want to network, if you want to branch out, you have to learn and know how to be personable and give good customer service so that people keep coming back to you because they like you. However, yeah, I just don't think that person is for me. So as far as my experience goes right now, I'm very, very happy with, like I said, the shape of them. They're still healing, so I don't know how it's gonna take the color, but I'm just looking forward to the touch-up. I'm looking forward to just not having to be so particular in how I do my eyebrows anymore. So, because this isn't the usual shape that I normally do. I've only done this shape a few times, but I know that this shape like shapes my face well, and I'm still getting used to how it makes my face look, but I'll get used to it. Last thing is like, when you do something that's very drastic for your life, either it's gonna make you feel overwhelmed or it's gonna give you a sense of relief. And I do feel like getting my eyebrows done has given me a sense of relief. Like I feel so good waking up these last few days and not having to put energy into doing my eyebrows. So I'm just grateful. I'm blessed that I was able to even get it done, you know. Like I'm just so grateful. So my bad experience is not gonna keep me down. And yeah, if you decide to do anything that's going to make you feel more confident, like that's nobody else's business, you know. Like I'll never explain to someone why I got my eyebrows powdered just to please them. Like I'm letting you guys know. Do what makes you happy and do what makes you feel confident. Yeah, I appreciate you guys listening and supporting, and have a good day.